Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. In this video, this is our last day that we spent camping in Springdale outside of Zion. So we decided this day we were going to drive over to Snow Canyon State Park. We had a day planned to do some biking on their bike trails, and then there was a volcano we wanted to hike. And then we finished the day off soaking in some natural hot springs. But this first part of the video, this is going to be Snow Canyon. A little bit of information about the park while we're doing the drive to the park. It opened in 1962. The park is 7,400 acres. They do have a small campground with 14 RV sites that have water and electric hookup only, no sewer. They also have 15 miles of equestrian trails, along with 38 miles of hiking and biking trails. We absolutely loved this park. We didn't have a ton of time to spend, and the weather was looking kind of iffy. It drizzled a little bit while we were on the bike, so we were afraid that our time at this park was going to get ruined because of the rain, but it ended up holding off. But yeah, we rode our bikes, I want to say maybe 10 to 12 miles throughout the park on the bike trail. And as you'll see in the video, there's some gorgeous scenery. It wasn't very busy. I think we passed maybe a total of 6 or 8 people. But anyways, yeah, so enjoy some of the footage of our bike ride through Snow Canyon State Park. This is definitely one of those parks that I would like to go back to when we have more time to explore. And the reason that our time was limited this day is because I did want to hike the volcano that's just right up the road from the park. And then we had reservations at a hot springs resort to just, kind of relax. Because, I mean, honestly, we had biked probably I'm going to say 90 miles or so on our bikes, hiked in Zion, and then, of course, the biking and our other stops on the trip. So, we were kind of sore, a little bit achy. So we needed, I feel like, that moment of soaking in some hot mineral water, to just kind of take some of the aches and pains away before we headed out to Valley of Fire State Park. But I definitely would like to go back, and I will say this is one of the few parks. They will allow you to fly drones, but you do have to get a permit. And there is only one spot that you are designated to fly the drone from, and that is the Scenic Overlook Pull-Off, which is right off the main road. It does give you some, pretty neat scenery of the canyon. I did include a few shots in this video. So I was thankful that, I could at least fly my drone to get some shots. Because a lot of parks, they're prohibited anywhere within the park.
No need for words to say your love, a gentle breeze that carries me through. I give up the world, the moon, the sky. For you, I'd reach so high. Across the ocean, I'd soar with pride. For you, I give up my dreams, my hopes, my view. For you, what more could I ever do? I give up the world, the moon, the sky. For you, in the silent dawn, you stir from sleep. the hush of dawn, a peaceful sea, a love that grows like a tender rose in the soft light.
After we finished riding the bike trail all the way to the end and then back, we loaded the bikes up, got in the truck, and then I went over to the overlook because I wanted to fly the drone since I did, get the permit, just to kind of get an aerial view of the canyon. And as you can see, it was just absolutely gorgeous. It was a very cloudy day, so the sky, wasn't really putting on that much of a show. But we absolutely had such a good time at this park. And it was just kind of an extra of activity that I planned, just kind of threw it in the mix. But then from here, from the overlook, when you get back on the road, it's just like a 3-minute drive up the road to get to the volcano. And that's what we did next.
I give up my dreams, my hopes, my view. For you, what more could I ever do? I give up the world, the moon, the sky. For you,
So after the short little trip up the road, we arrived at the parking lot for Cinder Cone. This trail is 1.5 miles round trip. I will say I rate this one as strenuous. It does give you 500 feet of elevation gain along that hike. And the final 1/10 of a mile, you climb 200 feet. So it's that last 1/10 of a mile is basically straight up. But it's worth it. I mean, I had to stop and take a couple of breaks while we were climbing it because at this point in the trip, I was getting pretty worn down. But it is absolutely worth it, the views you get of the valley. And then there is a sister volcano. I don't know, you might be able to see it. And you can see it right there into the left, now the middle of the screen. It's a smaller one. But a little bit of history about this one. They say that it last erupted around 27,000 years ago. And you do get to climb over some ancient lava rock when the trail first starts. And then there's also, when you get up to the top of the volcano, there's a little trail that takes you down into it. And there's like a little small rock fort. We didn't do that part of it because we were a little bit worried about time, because we didn't want to be late for our reservation at the hot springs. And we weren't totally sure of how much time we were going to need to get back. Plus, we needed to stop and grab a little snack. But anyways, yes, Cinder Cone, which it is still part of Snow Canyon State Park, highly recommended. As you can see here, the views are just incredible. But it is a pretty strenuous hike, short but strenuous. But I would definitely recommend it. And then I've got a little bit of drone footage as well. I decided to get my drone up because, how often do you see a volcano? For people that live in the state of Tennessee, I can tell you it's very rare. So I felt like I had to get a little bit of drone footage just, to keep as a memory of this amazing adventure that we had.
golden flames, silver vows, you hold me still, I don't know how. You're holier than I am, holier than I am. I
So after hiking and biking over 10 miles for the day, we finally arrived at our Zion Canyon Hot Springs Resort. This place, I had read about it online, and it just to me seemed like it would be the perfect way to wrap up this area with the hiking. A little bit about the property. They've got 32 natural geothermal hot springs and then 16 globally inspired mineral soaking pools. So with those, basically each one had what area, and it had the highlighted minerals of that water for that area. And then they also had a cold plunge, which we did try and I'm not a fan of, 2 barrel saunas. And then I want to say the water temperatures, they were different in each pool. They ranged from 88 degrees, and I want to say the hottest one was 106 degrees. But this place, you guys, it was amazing. They have food. They've got a bar if you want to get some drinks. And then you can pay extra and do the 21 and over section, which is what we did. And we did ours to where we would be there at sunset and then a little beyond that. And they give you a little wristband to show which time frame that you're within, because it's like a 2-hour block. But being there once it got dark with all the lights in the pools and stuff, I just found it to be the most relaxing thing. But yeah, this was the last final adventure in the Springdale Zion area. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed some of the footage. And if you do like content like this, I do ask that you go ahead and click that subscribe button. I am trying to grow my channel. And I'm also working on, my abilities as far as editing and vlogging. It's a work in progress. It's something, I'd never done this before, so I'm trying to work at it and get better. But I do appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you in the next adventure, which is going to be Valley of Fire State Park. Thanks again for watching.